Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and coming on to do a video on the book Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung, and it was an excellent read. Slow going because there was a lot to think about, and I kind of miss reading religious literature, and I haven't done it in a while on this channel because of this, because of analytical psychology. I've been reading quite a bit of it to better help me understand religious literature, and it's helped out a lot, especially when I look at Old Testament or stories out of the Tanakh. People like Samson, people out of Greek mythology like Hercules, all those things, and how it all applies, and maybe can give me more insight on to what's going on in those stories, and also in people in general. And what's interesting is, I even ended up, analyzing myself a little bit. So I learned something. But I just wanted to read a section of this book, a small section, because this was a pretty good read, and I underlined quite a few things, and I have to go back through it. It takes me forever to read these kinds of books. So I'll probably take a break from reading this, and I might read a book dealing with religion or something, because I really miss that sort of thing, because I've been into this. So here it goes. What we call, this is out of the chapter The Soul of Man, page 72 in Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung. What we call civilized consciousness has steadily separated itself from the basic instincts. But these basic instincts have not disappeared. They have merely lost their contact with our consciousness, and are thus forced to assert themselves in an indirect fashion. This may be by means of physical symptoms in the case of neuroses, or by means of incidents of various kinds, like unaccountable moods, unexpected forgetfulness, or mistakes in speech. A man likes to believe that he is master of his soul, but as long as he is unable to control his moods and emotions, or to be conscious of the myriad secret ways in which the unconscious factors insinuate themselves into his arrangements and decisions, he is certainly not his own master. These unconscious factors owe their existence to the autonomy of the archetypes. So that's just a small reading out of that. If you want a good read, it's kind of like an introduction to Carl Jung's work. Read Man and His Symbols, and I think you'll enjoy it. So I'm getting ready to do some videos on Samson, because I'm there studying that text in my series of Judges for Dummies, which you might be interested in looking at some of those videos, because there's a lot of things that are mentioned in this book and in Jung's work that can be applied to the tale and the accounts of Samson. It's awesome. So just want to throw that in there. So now I'm reading another book, Portable Jung by Joseph Campbell, edited by Joseph Campbell. So this is another intro book that I got. So I'm going to be reading that, and this might take a while also, because when you read this stuff, it's hard going, because I was not familiar with a lot of the terminology. I only had like maybe one psych class, like 101 in college, but I didn't realize its importance until I ran into Ozzy CDA, who's a huge fan of Carl Jung, and he told me about it. So I decided to read a few books with him, and he got me hooked. So maybe I'll go on a video and do a religious reading, get back into the literature, thinking about it a little bit, and or maybe some poetry. I've been kind of, for some reason, felt the need to read Shakespearean sonnets. So maybe I'll take a break and read that before I finish and get started into this next book. So just give you a little update. And take care, friends. Remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.